1. Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction to the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct. I wonder what they have in store for us today, man. I can't wait, man. Maybe it's a new character. I hope it's a new character, man. Alright, let's see what we got. Creepy. Wait. No. Wait, let me see first. Luigi Mansion? Wait. A toilet plunger? Dude, you can suck up this. Wait. Is that the statue that has like snakes on it? Yeah, we're getting Castle Simon Belmont. This is Castlevania, man. Dracula? Oh, death. Okay, what? First Mario, now Luigi? Dude, man, stop killing the Mario character. Oh, that's what they're using. Oh, boy, Simon, man. Ooh, that rain. What's that combo right there? Fire. Oh, the sheep from Melee. Nice. Oh, this is a boss battle? What reference is that from? I want to play the classic Castlevania. Oh, the first. Castlevania 1 was always the hard one. Wait, there's more?
Be gone! You don't belong in this world, monster!
I have no idea. I've only played the classic Castlevania. I haven't played this one. I played the classic one and the newer one. The Blood of Shadows. I haven't played. Ooh, an uppercut. Literally it's an uppercut, not an upper punch. I'm gonna go with him. I'll pay a Simon. I don't care about Richter really. But no Trevor? You better be. Before, hold on, I gotta pause real quick. I don't want to speed that guy, but I think Luigi can actually take some of them, considering his poltergeist can just suck up any projectile, fire at him, and just fire it back. But at least Luigi's alive again, because he's just gonna go back to his soul. Mario just got his neck.
Hello. I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited. This is a follow-up to our recent announcements about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Without further ado,
I'm gonna try to get it this time. I hope he's really good.
The legendary vampire hunter from the Castlevania series, Simon Belmont, is finally joining the roster.
That is like a newer one. We had like a Shadow Man.
He's been given a bit of a makeover. His signature item is, of course, his holy whip, the far-flinging vampire killer. It leaves you open to attack, and it's a bit slow, but I think its average reach during normal attacks is longer than any other fighters.
Yeah, that range though.
He can move the whip freely.
Like she could.
His special attacks are very recognizable. The axe.
Oh, I'm gonna use that on. The cross axe are my two favorite.
Holy water.
These are the 3 top ones.
And uppercut.
Never heard of an uppercut one.
While they may seem simple, they are very powerful.
Ooh, a combo. Nice.
And his final smash is called Grand Cross.
Power of Cross compels you. I mean, he's just fun to play, probably. Oh man.
Simon's stage is none other than Dracula's castle. It's the darkest of stages in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
I bet. Castlevania 1 was like
when
a
an
nightmare.
attack hits one of the candlesticks, an item will appear. In this stage, bosses from across the Castlevania series will rear their ugly heads. They make Dracula's castle feel true to the world from whence they came.
Carmilla. I have a friend named Carmilla. Werewolf. And Dracula. And his evolved form.
And when speaking of Castlevania, you can't forget to mention the music. For this stage, we will incorporate 34 music tracks, including new and classic tunes.
I recognize some of these.
The Castlevania series is very popular among our music team, and they were excited to work on these arrangements. Once in a blue moon, Simon's immortal rival will appear.
Oh man, Dracula. He looks Mexican.
Dracula.
Reborn
mustache. Every 100 years, he is eternally fated to wage war against descendants of the Belmont clan.
Oh, he's huge. I'm enjoying fighting him there.
Under what conditions will he appear? Time will tell.
I don't want to fight him.
Now, for a brand new assist trophy.
The devil. I don't know what that's
called. Alucard, son of Dracula, will lend his steel in battle. He wields the chrysogram, transforms into a bat, and dodges attacks by assuming
Isn't he also Trevor?
He's very similar to his starring role in Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
I haven't played that
Like
one.
other assist trophies, he's susceptible to attack and KO as well. Nevertheless, he'll prove to be quite challenging.
Yo, I'll probably start
we have one more fighter for you.
A destined vampire.
The vampire hunter who starred in classics like Castlevania Rondo of Blood, Richter Belmont, joins the battle.
I haven't played that Castlevania.
Richter is an echo fighter based on Simon. Though his strength is the same, his look, voice, and animations all set him apart.
That's good. At least it has personality.
Besides, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate version of Simon can perform moves derived from Richter in his original games, so it's hard to say who's really echoing who. I hope you'll enjoy them both.
Yeah, you're right.
Farewell! I'd like to introduce two more Echo Fighters from a completely different series while we're on the topic. Please take a look.
Echo Fighters. Oh no, please tell me it's not Kron. Why does he get so much hype? We don't want any more Fire Emblem characters. I'm gonna say a guess. We already have a lot of Marths. Let's say Ike. Yep, Ike, I knew it. They said he was a heavier fighter, so it's probably Ike. Hey, at least I keep it Lucina. Well, that's just a new ultimate from Ike, so that whole Rage Ether one. Oh, this one's at least interesting. I like the poses. I'll take it. At least the pose, at least her form is different. Kirby. Oh, that's not fair. I forgot what that missed. I missed Metroid.
Kron and Dark Samus join the battle. You may have seen this coming. Both fighters have been highly requested.
I have no idea.
They're each slightly different than the fighters they're based on, so pick whoever you enjoy most.
What's the appeal of Kron?
As you can see, depending on your settings, you can either display all Echo Fighters separately on the Fighter Select screen, or stack them with the fighters they're based on. When stacked, you can switch between them with the press of a button.
Although it saves some space, but...
This time, we plan to reveal the design of every fighter before the game launches. We'll have a few more to announce later, so stay tuned.
Design. Is Luigi gonna be Mr. L? Cause I'll pick Luigi more.
For stages, we're mainly including returning favorites. Allow me to introduce some of the stages we haven't shown before.
Well, first one's a classic. Oh, actually, yeah, I like the stage a lot. It had that nostalgia to it. I like it, but this stage can be a hazard. Oh, you aristocrat. This was also a fun stage, even though it's not recommended for competitive. I was not a fan of this stage. You'll see why in about a few seconds. There you go, that's why. I like a little hazard. Oh my god, we're gonna grab this guy. Actually, I prefer fighting him, right? Well, of course, the stage is really good. Final Destination looks really nice. I'm gonna miss the melee one though. Not the competitive melee, just melee Final Destination. Oh yes, dude. This will be my main stage probably. Oh my god. I can't wait to get a capture card so I can stream this. Wait. Oh my god, this will be my stage, main stage. Well, her eyes have been changed.
We put a lot of effort into enhancing the look of the stages and rebalancing them as well.
This is a small ass stage. They better make 8 men out of this. It's still gonna be slow.
That said, for stages that originally appeared in the Nintendo 64 game, we prioritized nostalgia, intentionally keeping the classic look. The stage total is turning out to be pretty impressive. Let's compare it to the totals in previous games.
Oh, how much stages do you have for me today? 9.
Now the total number of stages is, voila, 103.
Damn.
We must be crazy. If we exclude Battlefield, Final Destination, and Big Battlefield, we'd have exactly 100. But take a look at the stage select screen. Every stage can also be transformed into both Battlefield and Omega forms, so the total number of stages is actually more than 300.
Oh, it's
all of these stages can be played in 8-player battles, and they are all available from the beginning.
8-player in Kirby's Fountain? No, that's gonna be too
Additionally,
small.
You have the option to turn off stage hazards. When you're looking for a change of pace and don't want to be interrupted by hazards, select this option for a less chaotic experience.
Alright, that's fair.
Also, the order of the stages matches the order in which they were introduced in the series, just like the fighters.
Really? Yeah, I see it.
Regarding stages, we have a little surprise. Please take a look.
Oh, this is a good stage. Not recommended if you want to avoid. Whoa. They're changing
Check that out. While playing, the stage can transform around you.
That's epic.
But first, you must select the stage morph option. Then, you can pick 2 stages on the stage select menu.
Only 2? I want all.
Feel free to choose any stages you like.
Level 99, all stages, red. That'd be really fun. Why only 2?
For the player who wants it all, My Music lets you select specific tracks for each stage, and this feature is making a return.
Whoa, why bump on blush low?
Until now, each stage had its own set of music tracks.
Taste of music.
But this time, the tracks are organized by series instead. For example, as long as you're playing on a stage based on the Legend of Zelda series, you can pick any of the tracks included from that series.
I see a point.
Now for the total number of music tracks from stages.
I do prefer it be
this
separate,
is also ultimate.
But whatever. 480? No, until no.
Oh wow, more than 800 tracks.
Damn.
And if we count other types of music, like menus and fanfare, then there's actually about 900 compositions.
What's that?
If you played them all in a row, without looping or stopping, there's more than 28 hours worth of music.
Dang.
These game franchises are a big part of video game history, and the result is a massive library of memorable music. All of this packed into one game. This, in itself, is extraordinary. Of course, there's a sound test menu as well. For your browsing pleasure, we've sorted all of the tracks by game series.
Yeah,
it's like having an album for each series.
Some of them are not remixed.
If a track has no corresponding fighter or stage, or if it's from one title rather than a series, it can be found in the Other section. You can create your own playlists too. Sort them in any order you like, anytime, as much as you want.
Oh, on the go?
In handheld mode, you can play music while the screen is turned off.
I don't think
it's kinda like using your Nintendo Switch as a music player. A huge variety of music has been collected for the game, and you can sample some of these tracks on the official website. We're planning to add selections basically every week, so please stay tuned.
The rules.
Some of you may have experienced the game already, but I'd still like to show you some things about the multiplayer battle rules.
Oh, go ahead. Rules.
Now the first thing you will select is the rules. If you create your own rule set, you can immediately begin playing with those rules at any time.
Oh, thank God. It got annoying to switch from time to stock.
In addition to time battle and stock battle, stamina battle is now treated as one of the standard Smash modes. There's a different feeling of intensity in these battles.
I had it just explode.
This time, stage selection comes before fighter selection. This way, you can pick a fighter based on how well suited they are for the stage. Or let the last battle's loser pick the next stage to even the odds.
I like loser's pick. No way, I always win. So
in sudden death, you not only start with 300% damage, but the camera will steadily zoom in. This creates a nice sense of urgency.
Oh. I like that. The random bomb
Chargeable final smashes are now a selectable option.
My wife Rosalina up there.
During a match, your final smash meter will fill, and then, once it's maxed out, you can use a weaker final smash.
The weaker makes sense. Yeah, that's still really cool.
When you apply this option to a match, things can get really flashy. If you're
up
for a party, please try it out.
I always lose it.
By the way, no two final smashes will happen simultaneously.
That would be cool though. You have like a collision. But I understand.
There are other additions to the battle modes too.
Squad Strike.
We've added in Squad Strike. It's a 5-on-5 or 3-on-3 elimination style battle to decide the winner. Each player will use 5 consecutive fighters in one battle, but it might be fun for multiple players to take turns as well. Yeah. We're also including tourney mode.
Dang, Mario, why are you so serious?
Choose the number of players and CPU participants, and the game will automatically structure a tournament bracket.
I miss tournament
Up to 32 players can join the tournament, so it's great for parties too.
Mama Berta, really? Bayonetta.
We're adding a special Smash mode called Smashdown. After a battle in this mode, the previously selected fighters will no longer be available to use in the next battle, so each player must select a different fighter.
I do like this mechanic though.
It definitely pays off to be skilled with multiple fighters. You could also strategically pick a fighter your opponent is good with before they can.
That is actually really fun.
The new training mode will feature an exclusive stage. We've displayed a grid so it's easy to measure distance and more. You can also display launch distance.
Oh, that's so cool.
The red line predicts your trajectory at 0% damage, and the blue line is for 100% damage. The fighter's weight is factored in at the moment of impact.
Oh, that is really nice, man.
The single-player mode, in which players battle against a series of fighters, will return in the form of Classic mode.
What's that mushroom on her head?
Each fighter has a set series of stages and opponents they will face.
Man, fuck corn.
Now, let me introduce you to some new items, Pokemon, and assist trophies.
I'll play with them a few minutes. Just play a banana. A banana gun. Looks like a banana fire pump. That's fun. What game is that from? Man. Oh, bomber from Kirby. Man. That's what a size. Fairly accurate with a bat. What's that? Oh, that actually looks kind of fun to do. Oh, that's a douche. I'll never pick that item up. Maybe just for fun. Tag. Pokemon. Oh. That is the most ridiculous Pokemon ever. Oh, it creates a wall. I'll probably throw it near the edge in case I get it. That is a douche. Really, yeah, bro. That line was much better. What does it do with this Pokemon? That's deadly. I gotta start playing Sun and Moon. Oh, Vulpix. Dang, put some older Pokemon down. Ditto, there you go. Does what Ditto is supposed to. By the way, Ditto was actually a recommended character immediately. Wait, was that Zero? AKA the rejected ones. Ah, heck, Zero. Knuckles. It'll probably the same as Sonic. No, not Crystal. Come on, not Crystal. I want her to be the character. Ah, the Magic School Bus. That bus one was really funny. Did you bother? I don't know. Oh my god, don't. I like Nigga just like. I miss Swap Note. I met also my friend. No way, Shovel that. Well, I want him to be in the game so bad, but he's an indie character. Look at the moon. Look at the freaking moon. Just reflect. Nope. Oh no. Shovel that still is.
All of them can be considered special guests, and another powerful one has just arrived.
Anyone? Someone stronger than Ashley? Wait a minute. Looks. Is that a goddamn Rathalos? It's Monster Hunter.
From the Monster Hunter series, Rathalos swoops in.
He's one of the iconic ones.
He appears as a boss, but he can also show up as an assist trophy.
Really? Someone can summon that thing?
He's the first character to appear as both.
Really? Yeah, I think he is. Oh, that is a nightmare.
Before we go, I'd like us to take a quick look at the main menu.
Wait, what are you hiding? No, go back. I saw that.
As you can see, there's a mysterious mode here, but we can't talk about that just yet.
Is this story mode?
Also, there's a dashboard on the right side of the screen.
It's story mode. Oh my god, we're finally in the story
mode. At any time by pressing the ZR button.
Is that a contrast?
Options and control descriptions are listed here as well.
That better be story mode. We need one.
That's all for today's announcement. The entire development team is putting all of their energy into finishing the game, so please be patient until launch day.
There's a footstep.
Thank you so much for watching.
Whose footstep is that? Wait. No! Please tell me it's not K-Rool. If it's K-Rool, finally my prayers have been answered. We're getting K-Rool. It's not Dixie because no one makes a footstep. Finally, we did it, boys! Oh my god, we did it! No, dude, you're not doing that. You're one of my favorite mains. Give that neck. Yo, it's my homeboy. Ooh, I see the glass. Oh, they put him in. Show him what he got. Oh, the Kenan from Country 2. Baron K. Rool. What's this? That counter, though. The best counter. Of course, counter. The counter is from the first one. And they threw a 64. Bro, you see the case Island? It looks so fresh. Oh man, this is so epic, man. Forget Goku and Jiren. This is a new file. They did it, man. Sakura, you're a madman, but I love it. The false ending. You got some people trying to get this. It's a false ending. Wait. Oh, they're adding him in. I saw Daisy's ass. From Dark Samus and King F and Rool. Damn, so many. I didn't see really and Daisy being. Wow. What a selection. Wait, I want to see something. I want to go back to King K. Rool's Dark Island. Before that. No, wait. That island looks fresh, man. It's a beautiful island. I want to see everyone.